Most people are trained to be available. Available to answer, available to help, available to explain, available to prove, available to respond, available to fix, available to show loyalty, available to show kindness, available to show effort. They are taught that availability is virtue. That instant access makes them valuable. That saying yes makes them respected. That being reachable makes them important. But power has always followed a colder rule. What is always available is rarely valued. What is limited becomes expensive. What is expensive becomes protected. What is protected becomes powerful. You were not meant to be free. You were meant to be rare. The crowd teaches openness. Strategy teaches restriction. The crowd says, be approachable. Strategy says, be selective. The crowd says, be real. Strategy says, be measured. The crowd says, be transparent. Strategy says, be layered. Because when people can reach you easily, they use you casually. When people can't reach you easily, they approach you carefully. Casual access destroys perceived worth faster than visible weakness. Look at how people treat free things. Free advice, free time, free content, free attention, free emotional labor. They consume it, question it, ignore it, criticize it, and forget it, not because it is useless, but because it is free. Price is not only about money. Price is about friction, effort, delay, qualification. When access has no cost, respect has no anchor. Machiavellian thinking begins with one uncomfortable observation: humans value difficulty more than generosity. They admire what they must earn. They protect what they struggle to reach. They doubt what came too easily. If you are always available, always replying, always explaining, always helping, you are training people to see you as background infrastructure, not strategic presence. Infrastructure is used. Strategic presence is consulted. There is a difference between being useful and being positioned. Useful people are busy. Positioned people are powerful. Useful people solve problems. Positioned people choose which problems deserve them. The moment you become selective, your perceived weight changes. Let's go deeper. When you answer every message fast, you signal low demand. When you accept every invitation, you signal low priority load. When you agree to every request, you signal low internal mission. When you show up instantly for everyone, you silently say, no one has to earn me. Earning is the engine of respect. Powerful operators don't rush to be liked. They build conditions to be valued. Liking is emotional. Value is structural. Emotional approval changes daily. Structural value compounds. Don't aim to be liked quickly. Aim to be needed carefully. There is also a psychological law at work. Delayed access increases perceived authority. This is why decision-makers rarely answer instantly. Not because they are arrogant, but because they are filtered. Filters create status signals. Open doors create familiarity signals. And too much familiarity lowers psychological distance. Distance increases perceived gravity. This is not about acting superior. It is about removing cheap availability. You can be warm, but not open access. You can be kind, but not on demand. You can be helpful, but not constantly reachable. Warmth should be human. Access should be controlled. Another layer. When you are free, you are scheduled by others. When you are expensive, you schedule yourself. Free people react. Expensive people decide. Free people adjust to incoming pressure. Expensive people define engagement terms. Control of schedule is control of life direction. Notice who gets interrupted most, the always available. Notice who gets protected, the hard to reach. Interruption is not random. It follows access patterns. If people believe they can enter your time without resistance, they will. Open gates invite traffic. Guarded gates create order. Most people complain about being drained while leaving their doors unlocked. Let's talk about emotional expense. Being emotionally available to everyone is not compassion. It is leakage. Not every person deserves your emotional processing power. Some only bring confusion, drama, repetition, and dependency. If you let everyone deposit emotions into you, you become a psychological landfill, not a strategic mind. Emotional selectivity is not cruelty. It is cognitive defense. High-level thinkers choose who gets full emotional bandwidth. Everyone else gets polite surface interaction, not fake, measured. Depth is reserved, surface is public. Now understand the manipulation angle. People push hardest where resistance is lowest. If you are easy to convince, you will be convinced often. If you are easy to guilt, you will be guilted often. If you are easy to access, you will be accessed often. Predictable availability creates exploitation shortcuts. Exploiters run efficiency models too. They learn who replies fast, who agrees fast, who forgives fast, who explains long, who stays late, who says yes. Then they route pressure toward that person, not because you are weak, because you are open. Openness without boundary becomes a targeting system. Machiavellian discipline says, raise the cost of reaching you, not with arrogance, with structure, delayed replies, defined hours, clear limits, reduced emotional overexposure, fewer spontaneous commitments, no instant yes, no emotional hostage agreements. Structure filters opportunists faster than confrontation does. Let's break a myth. People say, if I become less available, I'll lose opportunities. No. You will lose low-quality demands. High-quality opportunities tolerate delay. Low-quality demands require urgency. Urgency is often a pressure trick, not a value signal. Real opportunity survives scheduling. Manipulation demands immediacy. Watch serious players. They don't panic when you say, I'll review and reply tomorrow. Only pressure players panic there. That panic reveals their leverage strategy. Speed over clarity. Speed favors the manipulator. Time favors the strategist. Another truth, when you are too easy to reach, people stop preparing before they approach you. They show up sloppy, vague, unstructured, because they assume you will carry the thinking load. But when access is limited, people prepare better. They organize thoughts. They refine questions. They respect time windows. Scarcity improves behavior quality around you. This is why expensive consultants receive better questions than free advisors. Same brain, different access cost, different respect behavior. Price changes preparation. Now let's talk about social positioning. Free personalities try to prove value constantly. They volunteer answers, offer help before asked, explain their worth, show effort publicly. Expensive personalities don't chase visibility with effort displays. They let selective output speak. They let others request access. Pull beats push in status dynamics. The one who pushes presence appears hungry. The one who is requested appears established. Hunger lowers perceived power. Selective response raises it. Don't broadcast effort. Broadcast results, and even that sparingly. There is also a reputation shield effect. When you are not easily reachable, gossip travels slower toward you. Drama doesn't land directly. Emotional storms lose intensity before reaching your gate. Distance reduces noise impact. Proximity increases emotional contagion. Distance increases clarity. Most people sit inside emotional storms and call it reality. Strategists step outside and call it weather. Let's go into behavioral drills. First drill, delay the first response window. Not every message deserves instant reaction. Create a standard delay. Even 30 minutes changes perception. It signals that you operate on schedule, not impulse. Second drill, replace instant yes with conditional language. Instead of I'll do it, say check with me after I review my schedule. This keeps control with you. Third drill, reduce explanation length by half. Over-explaining is free access to your inner process. Expensive minds show decisions, not internal debates. Fourth drill, Stop volunteering solutions to people who didn't request responsibility. Unrequested solutions are treated cheaply. Fifth drill, create silent days. Days where you initiate nothing socially. Watch who only contacts you when you initiate first. That reveals dependency patterns. Control reveals truth faster than confrontation. Now the uncomfortable ego layer. Some people stay free because they fear being forgotten, so they stay hyper-visible, hyper-available, hyper-responsive. They confuse constant presence with importance. But importance is not measured by frequency of contact. It is measured by weight of impact. Noise is frequent. Signal is rare. If you disappeared for 7 days, would your absence be felt? Or just your messages missed? Messages are replaceable. Impact is not. Build impact, not chatter. There is also a discipline of partial mystery. When people know everything about you, your plans, your methods, your schedule, your emotions, they price you lower psychologically. Predictability lowers intrigue. Lower intrigue lowers perceived value. You don't need to lie. Just stop narrating your inner world publicly. Privacy increases perceived depth. High-value operators share outcomes, not processes. Moves, not deliberations. Decisions, not emotional journeys. This keeps psychological leverage intact. Never show the full map while the game is active. Another Machiavellian layer, people respect what can walk away. If you cannot say no, your yes has no value. If you cannot leave, your presence has no power. Freedom to disengage creates negotiation gravity. Attachment weakens bargaining position. Optionality strengthens it. When you are free, you cling. When you are expensive, you can exit. Exitability is silent dominance. Now understand, being expensive is not about acting cold or rude. It is about controlled availability plus consistent quality. High price with low value fails. High selectivity with high reliability wins. When you do engage, be sharp, be prepared, be useful, be composed. That contrast, rare but reliable, builds authority fast. Rare plus reliable CACs respected. Common plus emotional CACs consumed. Most people try to increase respect by increasing effort. Strategists increase respect by increasing selectivity. Effort is invisible if constant. Selectivity is visible immediately. Here is the turning point principle. Don't try to be everywhere. Try to matter where you appear. That shift alone changes social gravity. Good. Now we go into the second half. Practical. Sharper. Shorter. Usable. Being expensive is not about attitude. It's about patterns people feel around you. You don't say you're valuable, you make access to you structured. Start with conversation behavior. Stop answering every question fully. Give complete answers only where responsibility exists. Elsewhere, give clean, short replies. When you speak less but with clarity, your words carry more weight. Long emotional explanations make you look like you're trying to convince. Short, grounded statements make you look like you've decided. Decision energy feels different from approval energy. Next, stop instant emotional availability. When someone brings drama, don't jump into emotional mode immediately. Slow the tone. Ask one grounded question. Let them organize their chaos before you enter it. This alone will cut 50% of emotional parasites out of your circle. Not because you rejected them, but because you stopped being easy emotional fuel. Cheap access attracts heavy demand. Now, raise your standards quietly. Not by announcing rules, by changing acceptance. You reply to respectful tone faster than careless tone. You give time to prepared people more than confused people. You invest in those who act, not those who only talk. Humans adapt quickly to invisible standards. What gets rewarded gets repeated. Another move, stop oversharing future plans. When plans are announced too early, people feel included in your direction. When they feel included, they feel entitled to comment. Slow, question, and emotionally sit inside your process. Share plans after motion starts, not before. Move first. Announce later. Use controlled unpredictability. Don't always be available at the same time. Don't always respond in the same pattern. Predictable behavior lowers perceived status. Slight unpredictability increases psychological respect because people prepare more carefully with you. Consistency in values, flexibility in access. Also, learn the power phrase, not this time. No long excuse. No emotional padding, just calm refusal. The more words you add after no, the more negotiable your no sounds. A clean no sounds expensive. A defensive no sounds weak. Protect your peak hours. Your best mental hours should not belong to random people. They belong to creation, strategy, deep work. Give leftovers to noise, not prime energy. High performers guard mornings. Drained performers donate them. One more layer. Stop chasing closure in every misunderstanding. Let some people misread you. Let some people stay unconvinced. Trying to fix every perception is a tax on focus. Not all opinions are invoices you must pay. Clarity for the worthy, silence for the noisy. Now the balance warning. Don't become emotionally frozen with real allies. With trusted people, be warm and open. Being expensive is about public access, not private loyalty. Inner circle gets depth, outer circle gets structure. Selective openness builds both power and trust. Here is the final principle. If people can reach you anytime, influence you anytime, and pull emotion from you anytime, you are not high value. You are high access. Reduce access. Increase intention. Keep quality high when you do show up. That is how presence becomes premium. If this helped you think differently about your value, stay with the channel. More deep strategy and dark psychology breakdowns are coming. Comment which line hit you hardest, share this with someone who is too available for their own good, and subscribe so you don't miss the next one.